Hi everybody, welcome back to Octavia's Insight. Today we will be focusing on the week of May 23rd in honor of the tornado watch that's currently happening here. I'm going to read for the air elements. That will be starting with Gemini, followed by Libra, and ending with Aquarius. And this is for all sun, moon, rising. I want to thank you all for joining me back. I know I haven't been consistent in my readings. And it's really interesting because when I did the water signs, the Cancer card came up. And well, actually came out of my hands. And now that I'm doing the air sign, the Queen of Swords, which is an air element, swords, and the card usually represents Libra, the sign of Libra. So I'm finding it very interesting that these cards are popping up for the introduction of each element. Also, the Queen of Swords, you can notice that the wind is blowing here. The storm is definitely brewing. In fact, it's not brewing, the storm is here, but now we're on a tornado watch. It's really my favorite kind of weather. So without further ado, let's pull these cards out for our Gemini folks. And this will be for the week of May 23rd. Okay, Sun, Moon, Rising, Gemini. Let's see what we have. You know, I'm going to take the Queen of Swords as the overall energy for the week of May 23rd for all the signs, or the air signs. And basically for me, the Queen of Swords is giving you permission to move forward with any plans, anything that is, let's say, legal related, contract. It kind of asks you to, kind of read everything before you sign it. So anything that has to do with a contract, make sure that you understand fully before you fully commit to it. And I think if you have any contracts that are open, this week will be settled, or it will close for you. It would be, if you felt stuck in any kind of legal aspect, it could be a lease, a car, anything, any contract related. Also, with that being kind of like a counselor, if you have any legal matters or you have to find a counselor, it could be a guidance counselor, an attorney, or anyone who's able to give you legal advice. This would be a good week for you to kind of move forward with that. All right, so my Geminis, here, let's see what we have here. Move this a little bit further up. See if you guys can see that. I think I'm gonna move this over a bit. So this is about a very extreme change that you are planning to make for yourself, okay? This set of card, it is possible that you are thinking of either traveling overseas, or know somebody in the military, because my King of Cups is a military man. maybe they're coming home from overseas. Okay, keep in mind this is going to, you know, these are general readings, so it can be very it can resonate and it won't sometimes, but keep an open mind because these cards are really kind of interesting. It looks like, you know, you have been biting your tongue when it comes to sharing what it is that you want to do. And it looks like, you know, from experience that it has never gone well when you kind of talk too much to folks about what your plans are. And so that's very difficult for Gemini because Gemini is always communicating. They're really very quick communicators. Sometimes they speak before they actually think about what they're going to say. But there's so much I can say about this. I see like a father figure, maybe concern about the health of a father figure, and, you know, their mortality, how long that's going to be, and then also where's going to be your home, what your next steps are. You feel a little paralyzed right now. It feels, I think it feels more like you're self-sacrificing your time, your energy, like you're just doing for others a lot more, that you don't even have the energy to really focus on what you want to do. So it's like you're biting your tongue, you're just waiting it out, you're just going to take care of, it could be family issues. I feel more that it's male or father figure related. But if we take the Queen of Swords, general energy, I would say that she has a lot to do with, you know, action. Like, don't be afraid to take action on what you've been thinking of or what you've been planning on. It also speaks about you having patience. You know, it'll come together. What you want to do and your ideas will come together. But it feels like there's so much happening in your life that you almost feel like a woe is me. You know, you really like desire a really big change in your life, and I feel that that will come, but it may not happen right away. Yeah, if you want a personal reading, Gemini, feel free to message me. My website and links are linked, and that was a really interesting for what I can see on my end. And if you want to get clarification, feel free to message me. Okay, I'm gonna move on to Libra. That's for Libra Sun, Moon, Rising. And this is going to be for the week of May 23rd. Let's see what we have for my Libra friends. Wow. These air signs are no joke. No joke at all. There's something about taking care of legal documentations, a lot of it, and either waiting for a final decision to be made. And actually, this kind of makes sense also if you're purchasing a home and you're waiting for documentations to kind of close. It will happen. The person's may come out of their pocket. Who will come out of the pocket more is kind of hard to say, because it looks like Libra, that if you're on the side that's trying to close on a home. You may be having to spend a little bit more because of delays that occurred, legal documentations that occurred. But all in all, the family will be quite excited and happy to move forward, which is lovely. You just, in the beginning of the week, may not feel like you trust it's going to happen, but it really is. It really is. Also, because you may have waited so long for something to come to an ending that you may dip into the funds that were specified for this goal. If you can, try not to dip in it, because it's possible that you may not have any control of it, only because you might be falling behind in a bill or something, and you need, because of the Justice and King of Swords and Judgment, all these cards here have a tendency to talk about you got to pay the piper. There's a finalization, like you want to be careful with tickets. You got to pay that. You want to make sure that it's something. This might happen unexpectedly, like you weren't expecting this at all, and all of a sudden, you know, the bill that you were going to use for your phone, you're going to have to pay for a ticket. You know, it's something like that, something major like that. So the advice here, I would say, is to be very wise with your money. Be patient, and just try to be patient with the legal settlement that you might be facing. But I think at the end, the judgment or the decision will come to your favor. Let me know, Libra, if you have any questions about that. I find that to be a really interesting situation. And now let's go to Aquarius. Aquarius, you got a card out here that kind of flew out. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, the Queen of Swords. Let's see what else happens. We got a lot of swords coming up for our air signs, which is, you know, sometimes, a lot of times, the air signs have a way to be always in their heads about things. So let's see what we got, Aquarius. You might be planning, or you might be giving yourself permission to speak clearly or to share your ideas. Oh, wow. Okay, you might be even trying to manifest a situation you've been working on. I feel like you may not be getting, Aquarius, enough sleep at night. Not sure what you're worried about. I don't know if it's a child you're worried about, or like you might have a lot that you're carrying, not only on your mind, but some burdens that you're carrying with you that you haven't learned how to kind of let go of it. Yeah, this is really funny. The Chariot has a lot to do with taking control of a situation, and it may be home base or taking control of your home. You are probably either procrastinating or have a procrastinator within your home that is causing you some sort of anxiety. The best thing for you to do is to create a task, organize your list, and then knock that out one at a time, so that way you can move forward, because it feels like there's so much that you're thinking of or that you're doing that you're not moving forward. The Chariot is stuck. The Magician, though he's a great manifester, he has everything in his hands to do the work he needs to do, but he's not doing anything. So I feel like there's a feeling of stuckness here, and a lot, I think, would be very helpful if you just put the pen to paper. Get a calendar, organize yourself, put it on your phone, whatever you need to do. Aquarius, you got to get yourself out of this mental rut. And you got to move. You got to move, because there's some beautiful work, some spiritual high work that you're supposed to be focusing on, but you're not doing it. And I don't know if it's because either you're talking yourself out of it, or there's someone in your circle that is kind of like a naysayer and is causing you to kind of question yourself and what you should do. So I find this really interesting too. Aquarius, if you have any questions or want to do a more deep dive into it, please message me. I would love to connect with you and kind of open this up a little bit more. Well, for the moment, this is all I have for my air signs. I hope you have a wonderful week, the week of May 23rd. I think all in all, if you organize your mind and your spirit, you will find that your body will start producing and progressing the way it should. Until the next time, bye for now.